Hi again guys, and welcome to another top speed setup, or just basically a straight line setup overall for acceleration and top speed for Forza 6, and this time we're tuning up one of my personal favourite cars, not only on the game but also in real life. An absolutely fantastic looking machine based on the Ferrari Enzo, the Maserati MC12. Now, getting into the tune setup for this car, I would as always recommend, for the best results, to convert it to all-wheel drive. You don't have to do that though. You will get roughly the same top-end performance. The car will of course be slightly lighter as a rear-wheel drive model, and the handling could potentially, depending on your driving style, be better for you. However, the main reason why I recommend all-wheel drive is purely because it gets you off the line so much quicker. But it doesn't really affect your top speed that much, as I said, so it's down to personal preference really. As far as the setup itself, which as always is on my storefront if you want to just go and get that without having to do all the settings yourself, is, as you can see, a final drive of 3.5, then individual gears of 3.2, 2.05, 1.55, 1.20, 0.95 and 0.77. Then, as we often do, I've basically just rounded everything off. Camber and toe we've got neutral, caster as high as possible, but that's just the way I personally like it, you don't have to copy that. For the anti-roll, again, I've rounded those off to 15 and 10 respectively. As far as the springs, we've rounded them off to basically 750 and 775. As far as ride height, 4.4 on the front, 4.8 on the rear. As far as the dampers, 8.5 and then 6.5 all round. And finally for the diff, which this will really only apply if you've converted it to all-wheel drive, we've got the centre split 80% in favour of the rear, which in other words means you're getting more torque and more power to the rear of the car. So that's it for the build. Now let's see if it can actually reach the quoted speed of just under 253 miles per hour. Now, as I mentioned, I would recommend having the all-wheel drive on this particular model, though, as always, you don't have to. And one of the reasons for that, as well as just the launch off the line, is because some supercars and hypercars in particular, such as your Hennessy Venoms, Ultima GTRs, that kind of thing, not so much with the MC12 or the Enzo, but again, to some degree, is that all-wheel drive is much more beginner-friendly. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people pride themselves on having their racing experience as difficult as possible. Good for you. Personally, I think that if you have an advantage available, you may as well use it, as long as it's not doing all of the work for you. And with all-wheel drive, it definitely doesn't do all the work for you. Now, as far as overall speed, as you can see, it doesn't quite reach the quoted 252 miles per hour. You're looking more the mid to slightly high level 240s on this car, but overall the point is it's extremely rapid. If you fit it with drag tyres, of course, especially your low end acceleration will be even quicker. But that's it for this build overall, so I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.